I am here with the latest new moon soul connections and separation reading. These are my absolute favorite readings to do. I just love them. I feel like each time we do these, there's just more of the, you can't make this stuff up moments that happen. So I'm excited to see what comes out today, especially because it's not just a new moon on July 2nd. We also have a solar eclipse. I believe it's a total solar eclipse. Not sure of that, but we won't be able to see it here in the US unless we watch it via live stream. But I think it's taking place in small parts of Chile and Argentina, I want to say. But either way, the effects of this energy are going to be profound and global. So it doesn't matter if we can see it or not. I know many of you who are on this journey along with me are feeling all of these crazy shifts. I don't know truly. I keep thinking there can't be much more of an intense energy coming into my body, and then the next week I'm proven wrong. So, and literally as I was just saying this, I just felt my heart. If I didn't know any better, if I hadn't going through this process, for let's see, 2 years now, I would think I have heart issues and I'd probably be getting an EKG done. So just saying, if you think you need to do that, do that. I just know myself and I know what's happening. I have heart pain. I'm having palpitations. I'm having shortness of breath. I'm having third eye pain. I am on fire all the time. I'm waking up at night soaking the sheets in sweat, just drenched. I'm having ringing in my ears, throat activations. I'm having tons of acne on my face, which you can probably see. But that's, I did look that up. Acne, it's not my hormones. I know with ladies our age, it could be, could be taken a different way. But no, I mean, this is all ascension related. It is the energy, the amount of energy coming in. It's purging all of this stuff out. We went through the ringer emotionally, divine feminines and divine masculines, both. But now it's just bringing out all these things. And as your body is transforming, your DNA is changing. We're developing the crystalline light body. You can look up those terms. If you're not sure what those mean, maybe I'll do a separate video on that. I keep saying those things and I have good intentions, and then my day job just keeps getting in the way. But I don't want to digress too much out of this reading. I just wanted to talk about it because this energy is definitely having a profound impact, I know, on me. I'm just thinking back to myself a year ago, 6 months ago, even 2 months ago, and the progress that I've made with detaching and just flowing with things and not fighting and resisting these changes and just embracing them and just trusting that everything is going to work out perfectly. And the more I do that and just focus on myself and my journey, I've just seen significant progress. And I don't think I mentioned this earlier. I call this the soul connections and separation reading. If you haven't seen that before, I identify myself as a twin flame, twin soul. You might want to use a different term. There's no right or wrong. If you are on the journey of, a beloved, a spiritual divine partner, just a soulmate, whatever it is, this is intended, to be a general reading for those people on that path. So I'm sure there will be some things that resonate. Maybe there'll be others that don't. I will refer to divine feminine, divine masculine quite a bit. As you all know, we all have that energy within us both. So this journey is really, a lot of that is about balancing that within and finding that equilibrium, finding that wholeness within yourself, loving yourself, healing yourself. And when you are whole within yourself, then you can attract that other counterpart who's presumably they've done the same work. And once you're whole together, then you can join in mission in the Trinity. And I've got the candles here. I love doing this by candlelight. It just really sets the ambience. I've also got a fluorite wand from Sedona. It wanted to be here. It's just so beautiful. It's purple and green and just stunningly beautiful. I also have an amethyst from Sedona that wanted to be here. A lot of purple, so I'm thinking there might be some third eye awakening stuff going on. I guess we'll see. And this is the infamous feather. When I got back from Columbus a week ago today, it was right at my feet when I walked in the door, and I have no idea how it got there. As you can see, it's, my cats, it does not appear that they've chewed on it or anything like that. So if you guys saw that story, this is the feather, and I just thought I don't know, just I love the energy of it. It's just so etheric and beautiful. But yeah, just going back to my, just really quick, you know, the energy, I've just seen such massive shifts. We've seen it come out in these readings if you followed them. You know, the first ones I did, there was a lot about the tension between the counterparts, about the divine feminines closing off their hearts because of all the hurt and the pain and the rejection. I myself was in very much a 3D egoic energy and was just so hurt by everything that happened that I actually had resigned myself to saying that that person was no longer my divine masculine. I was just done. And a lot of it, you know, I was being guided that that was the case, very strongly. And there were things that happened, and I think it had to happen for me to detach from him and having any sort of an outcome with him. And really then that set off like some deep, deep healing within myself, thinking, well, if I don't know who this person is, you know, am I lost? I'm crazy? You know, I'm on this path with someone. And it was really a lot of introspection that had to take place, to get to this point of forgiveness and acceptance, healing past life wounding, because that's what I thought was happening, was that he was a past life connection showing me unrequited love. And just the deep, deep, deep pain that I felt and healed, letting him go, and any, you know, feeling that this is never going to happen, and it still may not. But I had to face that and let it go. And I started realizing that I was at the resistance stage there because I was so frustrated with things not progressing the way I wanted, and not looking at my own self in the mirror and realizing there were things I still needed to heal within myself. So that's sort of what happened. And I did get to this point where I just let that go. Didn't know who it was, just had to trust the universe that somebody was coming in for me, and that it, you know, I just had to stop fighting it. And so once I let go of all of that stuff, and it wasn't an easy process, my own life, I just gained happiness, and it was kind of like, it doesn't matter. And now as a result, you know, I feel like there's this slow friendship starting to develop again with this person. And I don't know what it means, but all I know is it's wonderful because I've missed the friendship. And even if that's all that ever is, I'm just so happy to have that and thankful that he's in my life at all, and that we can be friends. So, like I said, I just am in this place of just peace and no pressure to feel like things need to happen in a certain timeline anymore. It's just, I don't know, I've noticed a lot of other divine feminines, there's really been a lot of shifts in that. So, and I've seen a shift in him, just growth and strength and more stability, and I'm just really proud of him. And I just think, if anything, again, if there's a friendship that's there and we've both become better people and stronger because of the connection, that's just what a beautiful gift that is. A lot of people can't say that they've had anything like that. So anyway, I digress. I will timestamp this, since I've talked so much about the energy and kind of an update on where things stand with me. So we'll try to, if I have to, I'll record two. And one day I promise I'll get my computer situation fixed, but we're going to do the usual here. Excuse me. See, my throat is going crazy. My throat and my heart chakra. We're going to do the Divine Masculine energy first, using the Twin Flame Journey Tarot by Mystic Moon. And we're going to see what's going on with the Divine Masculines right now with this new moon. What's their current energy and what? Let's see. Oh my God, you guys. I don't even know what to say. So 2 cards were flipped over. I don't know what happened, but they're flipped up right. I was drawn to them and then they were flipped up. So what I was going to say was what's going on with them energetically. Okay, so yeah, can't make this shit up, guys. Empress, Divine Feminine. Last reading we saw that the masculines we didn't get any of the wheel, karma, world, all that stuff had previously been done. So that told me it was over. They were turning their focus to this connection and healing themselves. 4 of Swords. So yeah, we're going to put these back in here. I don't know why they were turned over. The only 2 turned over in here. Let's go back again. Divine Masculines. Current energy. What's going to be the outcome from the new moon solar eclipse with the Divine Masculines in this group? All right. Oh, that's so beautiful. Oh my goodness. Hmm. Just keep pulling here. All right. So the first card that came out is the Star, which is in this deck, it's Universal Alignment. It's, as many of you know, it's one of the most beautiful cards in the deck. It's a 17. It's about destiny. It's about fate. It's about healing. But in this deck being a twin flame deck, Universal Alignment. So I think the masculines, as I said, they're really starting to kind of come into their own. They're starting to awaken to this destiny, to this path, and the thing is, they're almost there. But the high priestess is the blocking energy. That's often hidden knowledge. Sometimes it can be secrets, things like that. But I think it's maybe that some of it I'm getting is that they are starting to awaken to this, but they're keeping it to themselves. They're just not ready to kind of admit it. They're still trying to process that they're starting to understand all of this, but they don't know how to really talk about it. There's still some illusion energy here. Seven of Cups, like that. This is still a fantasy. This is a fairy tale. Oh my gosh, this really could be the real thing. Is this really going to happen? There's some of that going on, but with the High Priestess, to me, it's always a spiritual teacher card. I think that they're kind of really going within themselves and really starting to realize and contemplate and think about everything that's happened. There's been some planning when you've got the kind of the recent past energy, Two of Wands, planning decisions, kind of thinking about how they are going to come forward and come back, because they really, I mean, you guys saw what popped out when I just was shuffling was the Empress. They've really got this connection on their mind and how they can possibly try to rekindle it. The current energy is the Knight of Cups, romantic gesture. They're wanting to come forward with some sort of, affection or rekindling of this connection. But I think at this point they're just not sure. They're still processing it, and they're really not sure what to say. They realize they've hurt their divine feminine, and it's kind of this awkward, like, I'm getting this feeling like, well, do I come back and apologize, or do I just pretend like nothing happened and we can just start over? There's the desire, in the desire spot here, the King of Swords. They're wanting to speak their truth. They're wanting to come forward as a king and say, I'm no longer in this Four of Pentacles energy. I feel more strong. I feel stable. I feel like I'm starting to understand that the things, if you're a divine feminine who has shared your take on the connection with your masculine, and when they were unawakened and they were like, kind of like, well, I'm intrigued by this, but she's kind of a weirdo, and this is just too much. I don't know what's going on. They want to kind of talk about that now, but they're really not sure how to start the conversation, is what I'm getting, again, because they somewhat still feel like this is kind of a fairy tale. It's not real, but they are, what I'm getting from this energy of this eclipse and this new moon, that you've got the Knight of Pentacles, steady progress, that they are coming towards their divine feminine. It's really funny because it's a snail, and I always would joke, and a lot of other readers and divine feminines would joke that their masculine's a turtle on crutches. He's just so slow. Well, a lot of it is divine timing, and a lot of it is, what I've realized is, I wasn't doing the things I needed to be doing. So as the feminine energy, you're the catalyst for the connection. You're the one that has to take the initiative. You're the one who is awakened and, has been awakened longer, I should say, and knows what needs to be done. Look in the mirror. If your masculine is not coming forward, what else do you need to do to heal yourself and to move this forward? And don't look at it as, well, if I do this, he's going to come back. No, your attitude has to shift to, what can I do to make myself a better person? Because once I get myself in alignment, right, the Star, the universal alignment, once I get myself in alignment and wholeness within myself, whatever, this counterpart is doing or not doing, I've joked about not having free will on this journey. I don't know that I feel like I do. Um, because if I try to get off path, it's quickly shown to me that I can't, or I'll have certain tower moments happen. But anyway, I digress. So if you focus and say, I'm going to do this for myself, where can I make myself more in line with divine energy and light and being whole? The universe is going to, you're going to manifest something in your life. So if you focus on it that way, to say you're something good's going to come in, and just instead of it being it has to be him, and if I do this he's going to, no, that's attachment. So anyway, going on again back to the masculine. So this energy, right, he's very much on the getting the precipice of coming forward with a romantic gesture, planning how he's going to do it, speaking his truth, right? He's just kind of still processing things right now, I think. He's coming forward slowly, and this energy is going to turn the wheel of fortune, destined opportunities. You've got the star as a destined card in this. The outcome after the wheel of fortune is judgment, karma review. This could be that with the retrogrades, we had this come out in the water signs reading. I think judgment came out, but I know Five of Swords did. Five of Swords is not in here, but just that there could be some things coming back to test him again, just to test both counterparts. But what I'm getting, this judgment, is often it's a twin flame card. It's kind of like it's this destiny. It's Judgment Day. The time is now. Like look at this. I mean, there's a clock on here. Divine timing. The energy is extremely powerful. It's extremely electric, right? I literally feel I've been blowing light bulbs. I mean, I put a new bulb in, and I swear I'm like, what is wrong going on? My whole ceiling fan's blown out. I've 2 or 3 packages of light bulbs. I literally feel like I have electric current running through me. So that is the energy. The masculine is feeling it too. Maybe not as much as the feminine, but the feminine embodying this energy and anchoring it. It's kind of, he's getting drawn to her like a magnet. That's what I'm getting. You've got the Seven of Pentacles. This is like, he's going to evaluate. The seeds have been planted. This is a card that seeds have been planted. But if he does have anything come back as a result of the retrogrades, it's going to make him evaluate and be like, no, this is my path forward. I know that now, and I'm moving past that. I'm moving towards her. Page of Pentacles, concrete ideas, but Page of Pentacles to me is a solid offer. It's a communication of something solid and real. You've also got death. We've got death on the bottom of the deck, which is transition. To me, it's about a new phase. And I think it's a Luna Ash that keeps talking about July 21st, I think is big energetically. I don't know if it's starting a new cycle. I saw something about it going back to 2006. Whatever you've been doing in your life since 2006, it's a 13-year cycle. That would be right. That we're starting a new one that day, based on all these celestial events and everything. And so there's a lot of speculation that with these divine soul connections, something big is going to really, really happen. And that's probably why I kept getting Leo season. That's around that time frame. There's just something major is happening. No, you can't. If you're on this path, you can't deny it. Let's get a message from the masculine to the feminine, right? What would he want to say to you? Divine masculines, what would you want to say? They've definitely got some planning going on, so let's see what's in their head. What would you guys want to say right now to your feminine? See, this is the High Priestess. They're being quiet. Oh, that's sweet. A couple come out. Okay. The first one was, you inspire me. What was I just saying about the feminine being the alchemizer, right? She's the one that's pushing this ahead, and he sees it. He's learning from her. Some of the masculines with that High Priestess, I think they're getting some guidance from their feminine. It's helping them to awaken. What was I just saying earlier, right? I was just saying about my situation, and I know it's the same way for everyone else on this path, that I'm just thankful for him in my life, even if it's as a friend. He's made me a better person, and I see improvement in him, and I like to think that maybe I inspired him to be that, right? You guys, you can't make this up. I'm a better person because of you. I mean, I didn't make these cards. You saw me shuffle. This one, I knew this one was going to come out today. I don't know why. It was on the bottom of the deck, or when I was getting this together, and it flipped up, and I was like, I bet this is going to come out today. And I shuffled. You saw me. I don't think we've ever seen this one. I want to be authentic. I'm no longer afraid. That's King of Swords energy, right? I want to be authentic. I'm no longer afraid. I want to come forward. I want to speak my truth. I'm starting to realize this is it. This is really powerful, you guys. I don't even know what to say, honestly. But I need to hurry up and get going with the feminines. Although the feminines are kind of like, well, I don't know if I need to watch it all. That was enough. All right, we're going to use the Mermaid Tarot for the Divine Feminines. Divine Feminine, Solar Eclipse, New Moon. All right, let's come out. All right. Oh, you guys. I don't even know what to say right now. I really don't. Okay. So this first part is pretty evident. We've got the Four of Pentacles. The blocking energy is the Empress. I think what I'm getting here is the feminines are starting to feel more stable in embodying their divine energy, in providing for themselves, and not necessarily needing a masculine, be it financially, be it for their own strength. If they have a bad day or whatever, I remember there used to be days I would just cry and just be like, oh, I just need him, or I need somebody, and I wish somebody was here with me, and I would, and now it's like I suck it up, and I take care of myself, and I don't feel like there's that need, right? So there's some of you, there could be still you're struggling with some of that, either financially, feeling like you might need to rely on a masculine, and so you're not quite in your Empress energy yet. But look at how beautiful this is, right? Look at this. I mean, this divine light is shining down. You just have to trust that whatever the changes are, I'm getting that some of you might be going through ending karmic situations, maybe job situations not working out in the way you wanted. The wheel is turning, and it's all positive, okay? Because if you're on this path, the things are happening, and it's not random. It's either a test, or it's something that's going to open a door to lead to something better for you. It's going to open to new opportunities, okay? Because look the masculine, we're mirroring the masculines because we got the Star. The Star is about destiny. It's about fate. Look, it's shining up here and up here. So I think there's still a little bit of that. The feminines are just really wanting to just get to the finish line. They want the Ten of Cups. They want the happy ending. They want it. They feel like, we're so close. We're so close, but there's this stuck energy still. Not real. Some of you maybe, if you're not seeing the progress tangibly, maybe there's some mistrust or not really believing that things are happening behind the scenes. the way you would think, and I get that. I was doubting that, quite a bit myself the last few weeks, but trust me, all of a sudden, out of the blue, it's like boom. It's like I'm just seeing tangible progress. Like I said, even if it's in the not in with the connection, so to speak, but just to start seeing growth, and seeing my own growth too. So you might be feeling a little stuck, and it's just because you're wanting the wheel to turn faster. But you got to trust, that the moon, right? This moon energy, this is not a full moon, but the energy of the new moon is what we're talking about. This moon energy is going to bring some swift changes. Okay, you've got Page of Swords. I think some of the feminines, are, like I said, ending marriages. They might be having, either job losses or job changes, because there's a Nine of Swords that comes out, which is not a card that we like to see, right? It's a very painful card. This also could be the moon and the retrogrades stirring up some painful memories, some painful wounds that still need to be worked on, right? Eight of Pentacles. This is a card about, studying, learning, growth. It's always been an awakening card for me. So maybe that there's still some things the feminine needs to face and heal, and close out on her end, to go within. I'm getting versus focusing on the Ten of Cups and wanting it to happen right now. Just trust that it's destined, okay? And anything that painful that's coming up, embrace it and trust that something better is coming as a result, because this is the wheels turning. That's destiny. You guys saw the energy of the masculine. Again, this is about focusing on you, but you see steady progress, and stuff is definitely happening. If you're on this path, both partners are working towards each other, or at least back to them making themselves a better person. Wholeness within, again, right? Everybody, wholeness within is going to bring you wholeness without, and it's going to bring you someone. It might not be the person that you are tracking, and you've got to be willing to let God show you that, just to surrender and trust that it's happening. All right, I would like to spend more time on that, but I spent so much time on the energy and the masculine. Let's see what message the feminine has for her masculine. We'll do that quickly. And then we'll do the energy of the connection between the two. All right, what message does the feminine have? This is the Oracle of Unicorns. Okay, so the feminine, the message for our masculine, leadership. Step into your leadership, share your message, inspire and empower others. So it's just, I think this is just a sign that she's starting to see him, step into his emperor power. She's proud. She's starting to see him, speak his truth more, open himself up, come out of his shell. I'm getting just, he's starting to kind of take the lead, and he's starting to slowly take on that role, and she's proud. She sees it, and just to trust, right? This beacon, like that she's going to be this beacon of light to lead him home. That's what I'm getting from that. And we also get magic. Make a wish, believe in miracles, magic surrounds you. So I think she's saying, hey, I know you're still starting to wake up to the magic of this connection, to the magic. This is real. This is not a fairy tale. This is not a dream. This is not sci-fi. This is real life. It's not an illusion. She's trying to offer some reassurance to him that he can trust the signs that he's getting, that he's not crazy. And that, yeah, just believe in miracles. That's so beautiful. All right, we're going to do energy of the connection quickly. It's the energy of the connection between the divine masculine and divine feminine for this new moon solar eclipse. What's going to be the impact on the connection? The impact on the connection. All right. goodness. Oh, okay. Wow. All right. I'm going to try to roll through this quick here. Whew. This is amazing. Okay. Temperance came out. That's a twin flame card. It's a card about healing. It's a card about patience. The Hierophant is the blocking energy. I think there's still just they're saying, you know, we need to have a little bit more patience. I know nobody wants to hear that, but to trust and know that this connection is divinely guided. It's a spiritual union, right? Trying to figure out why this is here. I think there's still some energy between the two, the connection between the two deep down, where they're, especially the divine feminine, feels betrayed. Seven of Swords, she feels that there was a lot of lies that took place. There was third parties. There was ghosting. There was this just constantly getting stabbed in the heart. So there might be some of that needs to be healed, right? That's why the Temperance is here. Divine feminines go within. And the masculines, I think, if they were hurt by someone else other than their divine feminine, that might be something that they need to do. The kind of one final push is to focus on the spiritual connection here, the higher meaning, higher perspective, not this. Okay, so it's like a calling for us to let go of all this shit that happened in the 3D and know the love that you have with this person, right? The King of Pentacles is in reverse, and so that's because I think things were not progressing physically in the past, but both parties are wanting a new beginning. Ace of Swords. It might be difficult at first because there might be some awkward things that need to be discussed, but just knowing that this is a divine connection, it can never be broken, okay? And you, no matter what's happened, all this was done, the hurt, to just bring up all this shit out, like to bring up all this crap out, all this negativity, and to shift into higher consciousness. So I think that's what the call is for. It's like one final push to do this. It might be difficult to, I guess I was digressing, but to talk about it, it could be awkward from a 3D standpoint, but if you're in this divine partnership with this person and then you share a soul with them, this conversation, it's going to be beautiful, and there are things that need to be said, and just you have to trust and know that it's all going to be okay, no matter what secrets or guilt or maybe things that the divine masculine or either counterpart wants to reveal to the other one. Neither side is going to judge the other. Neither side is going to, I mean, they're just to have that conversation, right? It might be tough, but it's going to bring 10 of Cups. I mean, this is just beautiful. This is the Holy Grail. This is what's coming. I think there's still a little bit of this brewing, that there's kind of like, we've got to clear out some of this resentment. I'm getting, if there's any resentment in the connection, hurt, forgiveness, because this is coming. This is what's coming. Judgment. Again, we got Judgment 3 times. Didn't we get it in every single spread? I think we did. I think we did. That's just crazy. It's coming, right? Judgment Day is here. The time is now. Twin souls, 4 of Wands, they are going to be in union soon. And I usually don't profess that, but there's a certain group, if you're part of that wave, they call it, it's happening. And I think it's going to be really fast, and I think a lot of people are going to be surprised. I mean, you guys, I haven't had a lot of reversals lately in these spreads. We got 4 of Swords in reverse. I think we had 4 of Swords upright in the last one, last soul connection reading. So both parties are coming out of healing. They're working on healing this energy within themselves. They're healing it. And guess what's going to happen? They're going to manifest Empress, divine connection. I mean, a new beginning, fertility. The Empress is about fertility. It's about pregnancy, but that can be about in a new relationship. I mean, that's what this energy, the new moon, the solar eclipse, these are major arcana. We've got Judgment, Hierophant, Temperance. We've got, 2, 4, 5 major arcana. That's crazy. but it's just beautiful. And we got the Four of Wands, the Twin Flame card. So again, Four of Swords in reverse. The healing, both sides have been doing a lot of on their own. There might be a little bit more that needs to be done here. That's what I'm getting. But I feel like it's a conversation, it's a discussion that will happen together with the counterparts. And I think it's going to happen fairly soon, depending on the wave that you're in. And just trust and know that there's forgiveness. And when you look at things from a higher perspective, it's about love. It's about the heart chakra, right? And for the longest time, I was feeling things in my solar plexus and my sacral chakra as far as aches and activations. And now it's here constantly. So when you move into the place of the heart, that's when you know. I mean, it's all going to be okay. If there's really anything else, I would love to pull some more cards. I'm afraid I'm going to run out of some time here. So I don't really know what to say, guys. That was absolutely beautiful. I think the shifts are real. I'm feeling it myself. And we're just moving at a really exciting time. I think we're about to see some major, major transformations, unions happening. And I, for one, I'm so excited. I can't wait to see the love when these people come together, these divine counterparts, whatever they want to call themselves, twin flames, sacred partners, the love that's going to be spread on this planet right now and in this time of darkness. It's just going to be such a beautiful, profound thing. And people are going to notice, and the world is going to be changed. There's no denying it. So thank you so much for listening, guys. You can tell I'm really excited about this. So I hope you are as well. Take care. Next time.